get Psalm, hold this real quick. Psalm 7:11. 7:11. I want trying to get to you right now is what the brother, it's the seriousness of what we teach.
Bring it up.
Because right now it's life and death.
Right.
Right now, how old are you? You're 19, 13. Oh man, you're real young right now. And how old are you? 31. How old are you? 31. Hey, okay. Read this.
Psalms chapter 7, verse 11. God judges the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked.
God right now is pissed off at our people. So when you're not listening or keeping God's commandment, he's angry right now. That's what you got to understand. The condition that the brother was bringing out is because God is angry with us.
That's right.
So we're trying to teach you right now. Guess what? You're an Israelite. You need to start learning who you are and get right. Because I don't know if you're paying attention to the news right now. Do you know about Russia? Did you hear about that? That they're at war right now? And right now, all the European nations are trying to see what they're going to do right now. Right. Because what? They're in the edge of World War III, which is written in the Bible. So guess what? We got a short period of time to realize what we got to do before it's all over. Read it one more time.
Psalms chapter 7, verse 11. God judges the righteous.
So God is the one that judges us, right?
And God is angry with the wicked.
With the wicked. The people that's what? Not keeping his commandments. So that's why the brother said in Deuteronomy 28, if you don't listen to me, I'm going to curse you.
Bring it up.
Give me Titus. No, give me Titus. Titus 2:1. Because this is the difference between that. I got a man of older age and I got a young man, 13 years old. And right now, either you or the young man know who you are. Right now, you should be actually teaching this young man.
Titus chapter 2, verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men,
right, the men of age,
you be sober.
You're supposed to be sober. So we're not supposed to be what? Getting drunk? Do you get drunk? Not all the time, but you're not supposed to do it. Never. You could drink, but don't get drunk. All right? So the men of age, we're not supposed to get drunk. So read that part again.
That the aged men be sober.
You get high? You don't smoke weed? Yeah, right? So guess what? What is it saying? To do it or not to do it? Not to do it, right? We're supposed to be sober-minded. And just like I saw you earlier, you had a cigarette. We ain't supposed to be smoking cigarettes.
Bring it up.
Are you aware of that? Go ahead, brother. Okay, listen. Okay. You got a flyer? You got a flyer? Give me 6, verse 6. All right. Give me verse 6 before you leave.
Titus chapter 2, verse 6. Young men, likewise, exhort to be sober-minded.
So you as a young man, listen, you got a website, read, learn. You got the opportunity right, as a young man to soak up all this knowledge. So what? So as you get older, Lord's will, guess what? You can actually start applying it to your life.
Bring it up.
And actually be productive in your nation.
Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded.
So make sure, don't be getting drunk. You're too young to be drinking, so you shouldn't be drinking. No smoking if you are, and if you get enticed, don't do it.
In all things, showing thyself a pattern of good works.
So in all things, in every step of your life, you're supposed to be what? Living in a godly way. All right? So guess what? You got a girlfriend? There's no such thing as girlfriends and boyfriends in the Bible. And according to the Bible, until you're 20, then you can have a wife. Did you know that? So right now, you actually in sin. In this word, it tells you, give me Hebrews 13. So when you get to that point of being 20, because do you live on your own? Do you have a job? No? Do you have a car? Are you able to maintain if you get a girl pregnant? Can you do that? Right, but you're trying to play house though, right?
Yep.
That's a lot of responsibilities. That's why God said, wait until you get the age of a man and you're able to take care of her. Then you get yourself, you prove yourself a friend. Matter of fact, let's read this verse.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
So marriage is a beautiful thing according to God.
That's right.
Because boyfriend and girlfriend is against God. There's no dating.
and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
So when you outside, right? Let me ask you as a young man. You can answer me if you want to or not. Are you sexually active? Hey, how y'all brothers doing? Y'all come over here, man. If y'all don't be scared, y'all come over here.
Let me show you something.
Well, okay, good. But listen,
Let me show y'all something.
make sure you gotta wait. Don't be dating. You gotta wait until you get older. Get your education, get yourself right. Once you move and get yourself right, then you prove yourself a friend to get a wife.
That's right.
But you gotta go home, right? I don't want you to get in trouble. We got free videos online, all right? Make sure you pay attention. Watch the videos free, read, okay? I appreciate you, brother. Hey, listen, my brother. What I'm teaching here, right? That us, right? The people that they call in this world black, the people that they call Hispanic, the people that they call Native Americans, we actually come from a people in the Bible called the Israelites.
That's right.
So are y'all all related? Huh? That's your little brother? And y'all just, how about y'all? Y'all what?
Brothers.
So your brothers and y'all brothers. Okay. What would you, in this world, what do y'all call yourself? What's your, what they say, your nationality, your race?
They just call me light skin.
Huh?
They call me light skin.
Yeah, but what they call you? You said black. It's the same thing with you, right? So, did you know black is actually a color, correct?
Yep.
That's a color. Can you, so, how would somebody call you a color instead of a race? Because a color is not a race, correct? So if I were to ask you, go to a dictionary, go to any history book, and go and say and show me the land of black. Can you do that? You can't, right? So what we're trying to show you right now, that guess what? You actually, if y'all so-called African American black, y'all actually from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
These people in the Bible are actually chosen by God. God has a chosen people. Did you know that? In the Bible, actually, let me get that. 7 in Deuteronomy. 7 and 6. I'm about to show you something right here. Have y'all been to church? Nah. You been to church? No more? Okay, good. You don't need to go to church because the church is a bunch of lies.
That's right.
Church is a whole bunch of lies right now. But watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Right, so God is talking to this one particular nation. He said, I'm chose you to be special, right?
Above all people that upon the face of the earth.
So when, let's say, I say, you got a family member, right? And they say, listen, out of all, you got an uncle say, out of all my nephews, you are my favorite. You're the most special to me because you're the first one, right? Would that make you equal with him as far as in your uncle's eyes? No, right? That means in his eyes, you are above, right? He may love you because y'all both related, but guess what? It's the same thing with God. God is saying, I don't love everybody.
Yep.
God only loves the so-called blacks and Hispanics.
That's right.
And guess what we got to do to make him happy? What do you think we got to do to make God happy? You don't know? John 14:15. Then I'm going to ask you a question. John 14:15.
John chapter 14 verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Commandments. Y'all heard about commandments before, right? You have? There's 10 commandments, yeah. There's more, but there's 10 commandments, right? God gave us what? Commandments. In one of the commandments, he said about not having no other gods before me. Y'all ever heard that before? Y'all heard that before? Not having no gods before me? You have it? Give me that in Exodus verse 20, and then one Revelation.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
We're reading about the 10 commandments here, right? So this is the first commandment out of the 10 commandments, right? Read it again.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
What do you think that means? Don't have no other gods before me. What do y'all think that means? Huh? Make believe God, yeah. Let me ask you a question. This guy right here, all these images, who is he?
Jesus.
That's Jesus, huh? Right? That's what y'all learned. Okay. If I was to ask you, let's say, if I give you a Bible, have they ever taught you this? Your parents, your pastors, have you ever seen this in the Bible? Yeah, you've seen it in the churches though, right? Would you be actually surprised that Christ actually looks like this? That you heard Christ actually is a black man? All this time, when we actually think this is Jesus, we're breaking the first commandment.
That's right.
We actually serving another God when we think he's white, but he's not. I'm about to show you that actually Jesus actually looked like you. All of y'all. Watch this, give me Revelation.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Let me ask you a question. Wool. What is that? What is wool? Yeah. So his head, his hair in his head, his hair in his head, and his hair in his beard was white and woolly. In this world, who has sheep hair, woolly hair? God, but who else in this world got it? What kind of hair you got? That's wool hair.
That's right.
That's wool hair. Because it's only, listen, in this world, there's two types of hair, right? There's woolly hair, but they call what? Black hair, right? Kinky nappy, and there's straight hair, right? Two types of hairs. So Christ, read this part again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So he's looking at Christ. He said, Christ's hair looked just like yours. It was white and woolly. So guess what? He has the same hair as the so-called black man.
That's right.
You see that? So the hair in your head is actually what? Just like Christ.
That's right. And it, as white as snow. And his eyes was a flame of fire. And his feet.
So now he's looking at his feet because y'all got sandals, right? Like my brother right here, he got sandals. Because Christ, he had a sandal at that time, right? So he looked at the top of the skin of his feet.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Brass, not grass, brass. Like an instrument. What color is that? What color is brass? Right. What kind of color is that? Yeah, like a goldish, brownish, like a penny, right? So he said he looked at Christ's feet and it was brown, right? Like a brownish color, right?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So if you burn anything, white rice, chicken, toast, what color does it become? Black. So what is it describing? What color is the Bible describing Christ? White or black?
That's
black.
Right. That's right.
Just like you.
That's right.
So if Christ looked back, guess who else is looking at Jeremiah? Did you know everybody that you heard about, you know, the prophets, right? You heard about Moses, you heard about Paul, Matthews, and all these people, right, in the Bible? You know, they all look like you. Why am I showing you this? To show you that, guess what? You are actually a special people. So when you think about the Bible, and when you think about God, so when you think about God, and when you think about the Bible, I want you to understand that, guess what? You are actually the same people of him.
That's
this
right.
Is your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Hurry up.
You literally got the same blood as Jesus in your body.
That's right.
It's not white. Because a lot of time we think that when we see the so-called other nation, the so-called white people, the Asian, the Chinese, we tend to think they tend to be superior and better than us, right? A lot of times, is that correct? Right, young man? Our people, how do we look at ourselves? Do we look at ourselves as being on top, or do we see like the white race? Do we see the Chinese? Do we see them above us?
I don't even know. I just
But how do you think they look at us? They look at us different, right? How they look at us? The same, equal, or they look down on us? They look down on us, right? So that's what we're trying to teach you, that guess what? According to the Bible, guess what? We actually supposed to be looking at looking at them down, because God chose us.
That's right.
The only reason that we are looked down is because we didn't listen to God.
That's
You
right.
understand that? Like one, that's what I'm trying to show you why Christ looked like. Because Christ said, make sure that you don't have no other gods before me. So guess what? I just showed you that Christ looked just like you.
Bring it up.
What I got you? 14.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Right now, I'm about to what? Read to you the description of all the Jews. You done heard about the Jews, right? You know about you done heard about Jewish people, right? What do Jewish people look like? Some of them are white. What about you? When you hear about Jews, what do Jewish people look like? Huh? Maybe? What do you think? They're white, right? That's what they show on TV, right? Okay, so we about to read in the Bible what the Jews look like.
They are black! They are black unto the ground.
So they saying that the Jews are black. So guess what? All the special people in the Bible are black.
We used to scream black power while Oram was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.
Shalom Israel, this is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.